The dreaded retracting timeout error. I've seen this come up a couple of times on Facebook, and I have cleared this error myself a number of times, so I kind of made a mental note that the next time it happened to me, I would make a video for it and hopefully help some people. So here is how you take care of this error. So what happens is when it's trying to retract the filament back out, it gets stuck right inside there. And you're going to see exactly how it gets stuck in just a moment. So first step is to take your nozzle off. So we want to pull this screw. I'm going to do my best to try and keep my hands out of the way, but there's limited space here. Then we're going to pull the little retaining clip. This thing is easy to lose and break and all that, so when you get a printer, print like a dozen of those. Now, push this down and then the nozzle will come out. Now, because the filament is stuck, obviously, you end up with this kind of a situation. Unfortunately, there's nothing to do there except cut it. And I don't have my cutters. So we're just going to cut this away. And then we're going to move this up out of the way. Now, what we need to do is remove this piece. There are 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we need to remove the nozzle. Push the cutter here to cut the filament. Remove the nozzle. Oh, undo the clip. Now remove the nozzle. If it removes. There it goes. So, remove the nozzle. And now we're going to pull these, well, sorry, we have to unplug this. This is the only cable you have to unplug. And we need to remove these screws. This is very difficult with a camera in the way and the wrong size screwdriver. Still the wrong size screwdriver. And we need to remove these 4 screws. Now these things are kind of a pain. You just have to be careful not to lose them. And this one back in here. A magnetic screwdriver helps a great deal, but this one is not very magnetic, unfortunately. All right, we're going to get that one in a second. And we need to remove this one. Also stuck in there. We're going to remove this one. This will be the last one. And we've got 2 of them still in there, remember that. So remove this very gingerly. We're going to let these screws fall out. There they are. And here is the piece. I don't know what this unit is called, but that's it. Unplug that cable, those 4 screws, you got this out. Now we're gonna go to my bench where I'm gonna show you how to clear it. Okay, so here is the offending component. You can see our filament is thoroughly stuck. And what we need to do is get this open so we can clear that filament out. Fortunately, this is pretty easy. First step is remove this screw. On the end over here is a tension screw. So you just completely remove that. And this cover here just lifts off. Literally nothing holding it. There are 2 components you have to remove. So you're going to remove this gear, which we just take the bearing off, and this gear just pops out. It won't feel like it does, but it does. You just kind of work it around the edge, lifting up, and eventually it will just pop out. There it goes. So there you go. Now you can already see the offending filament here. We can lift this assembly out. If it comes out, there's nothing holding it in. It just lifts out. So now we can, let's remove this spring. We're going to need that in a bit. Now we can actually see how the filament is messed up. It gets sort of distorted, mushroomed. I think it's just the filament itself is trash. I've had this particular print fail like 4 or 5 times, and it's always with this brown filament. It's always this filament. So after this filament is going in the trash. But to clear this, you just cut this, and you're just going to kind of cut it loose. And try and get this so it can come out. So you can get enough of it to pull the filament back out. There you go. Now, that's not it though, because that cleared this top half, but there is still filament in this bottom half. So there's a little channel right there. And oftentimes you can clear it with just the filament you just pulled out. And you can see we just push it up. And there it is. So now we are fully cleared, and we can again test that with the filament we just cut out. So we can push it up through the bottom and it goes all the way up. We can push it down through the top and it goes all the way through. And you can actually push it completely through. So now we know for a fact we are clear. So let's just put this thing back together. This goes in first. Oh, also, if you'd like to see how this actually works. So when these are back in there, what happens is this is how your filament is actually fed. So you can see these fine-toothed sort of grooves right here. Let me try and get you a good shot of that, I guess. You can see these fine-toothed grooves, and that is what grips and feeds the filament. Your filament goes in between those grooves like that, and that's what feeds the filament. So we want to put this piece back in, and this just goes with that fine tooth groove down. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. we need the spring in place. The only thing you need to remember about this spring is the cap that goes on it goes toward the screw hole from that screw that we took out. So we just put that in there. Of course, I'll mess that up. Set that in there. And then we put this piece in. And now we put our main gear in, and it just pops in the same way that it came out. We put our bearing back on, put our cover back on, and this cover has the this pin that goes in that hole there to line everything up. Fits over the bearing. And now we can put this tension screw back in. And this tension screw, we just tighten all the way down. And now we head back to the printer to reinstall it. All right, we're back at the printer and we need to reinstall our component. And basically it just goes back in the way it came out. So I'll pull this tape to the side because it goes behind that temperature sensor wire. Now this thing will seat, and you'll know when it is seated correctly because it really does sort of seat firmly. There we go. And there's just no wiggle to it, even though there's no screws or anything. It is seated, so you'll know when it's seated. Plug our wire back in. And put our 4 screws back in. The top 2 are always the easiest. Oh, this is very difficult to see because the camera is right in the way. Okay, now we need to hook our nozzle back up, pull this filament back until it clears the top. And we're just going to lift this little collar up so we can get our clip in. And the last screw here. Put our nozzle back on. And that's it. All done. Wow, sorry for the way I look. It's like 1:30 in the morning. So anyway, that's it. That's how you clear the filament jam in the AD5X. By the way, I love this printer. I've got a couple of thousand hours on it, and it's been amazing. I've had to clear this kind of a jam, 3, 4, 5 times, something like that. As you can see, it's not difficult. So hopefully this helps people. Like I said, I've seen people post on Facebook, in the Facebook group, the AD5X group, that they've had this issue. And I do hope that this helps some people. And figured it would make good content for my YouTube channel. I do have, for the tools and materials, some of the stuff that I use, I have affiliate links down in the comments. It helps me out if you click on those affiliate links. Doesn't cost you extra. I get a little bit of a kickback from Amazon. So check it out. Other than that, I look forward to producing more content about 3D printing and CNC and laser and woodworking and wood turning. I do all of it, K-House Creations. So thanks for coming. I hope you didn't hate it. Have a good evening.